Ain't nothing to it, baby. What it do, y'all? It's your brother man from the motherland coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one of that Repent or Die podcast. For those that don't know who I am, I'm Junes, the original for the Bantus, by blood, not by converge. You know I'm out here to splurge with the what? With the word. I want to give all praise and glory to the Father, for he is worthy to be praised. We're shooting this on Instagram, and we also doing this on YouTube, so you could tune in and watch it. We're gonna have a good conversation. You know I gotta come on before I go out and do what I gotta do. Hold on. I don't like the echo, it's loud. Turn that down a little bit. Yes, mic check. Yeah, man. I'm not gonna even waste no time, man. Not gonna waste no time. So some of you guys may know, we're about to embark on another a year of 9/11 and the horrifics that took place on that day. I still remember it like it was yesterday. I was in high school, and when I came to class, I remember my guidance counselor came running out of the office saying a plane hit the building. I mean, we didn't understand. We thought she was just wilding or she was hallucinating. But as the day went on, as being, looking outside, seeing all the smoke and hearing the after effects, it was a very horrific time. And, for every victim, I send my condolences. For you was a sacrifice for what these heathens have done today. So, I apologize for that. You know what I'm saying? My condolences go to you guys, right? Cool. But ever since that situation occurred with 9/11, every year we've been told never to forget. But I want to be the one to tell you that I had to forget about 9/11 in order for me to remember my heritage. Let me say that again. I had to forget about 9/11 in order for me to remember my heritage. People's gonna wonder what I mean by that, right? When 9/11 took place, it called brothers, I'm talking about black and brown people, to be super patriotic, where we thought that we would come together and America would become one great nation under God with liberty and justice for all. That's what we thought. Right? And we ran with that. There was upon a time I was with that. There was also upon a time where, I used to look at the Arabs like, one of you guys are a Taliban. Don't come over here. Like, was the systematic programming that was taking place, and we all fell for it. I fell for it. Some of you guys fell for it. You may agree, disagree, you may believe it or not, but we fell for it, right? And during that fall, we've never, or should I say, our ancestors could have never communicated with us the way that they are now. And the reason why is because we had to forget. We had to forget about 9/11. I had to forget it. And I don't mean no disrespect. When it comes to the victims, my condolences. But when it comes to the overall aspect about it, let me be the first one to tell you that I don't give a damn. You know why I don't give a damn? Because I'm still living in a land that's being terrorized by individuals day in, day out. And not only am I being terrorized, I'm also being told to forget about the terrorist and heinous acts that happens upon black people. They tell me to forget about slavery. They tell me that was a thing in the past and I should move forward. They tell me that things was done back then. It had to happen then so we can have a better future. I heard it all. But the one thing that they never told me, that I was the children or I was a child of Al Kobe. They never told me that. They never gave me this understanding behind that. They never gave me the tools. They never gave me the tools to be successful. They never gave me the tools to be righteous. The only thing that they gave me was hip hop and R&B, drugs and alcohol, women and hoes, Jordans, Nikes. These are the only thing that was given unto me. I was sold an illusion. I was told that you're a black man, you should try and play sports. You could be the next LeBron James or the next Michael Jordan, me growing up. Right? So we had to forget. I had to forget. Let me not say we, because some of you guys are very invested into this 9/11. And some of you guys should. Some of you guys should, especially if you're a European. You should. You should see and pay attention to how these people you uphold to high regards has been violating you guys for the last, I say, 100 years. Yeah. I'm man enough to say it. I'm man enough to say that these individuals have violated you the way that they violated me. And now that the violation that took place upon you guys has reached the pinnacle or reached the ceiling cap on the same level of violation that they done to us, now you guys are willing to complain. Now you guys are saying there's the left wing and the right wing and the ang, all of that. The shings and the bang-bangs. Listen. What you guys are experiencing is something that I've been experiencing my whole life. My 30 plus years on this earth, I've been experiencing it. My mother been experiencing it. My father is not here today because of his experience with the foolishness. So I'm here to tell you, I had to forget about 9/11 in order for me to move forward, in order for me to be the man that I am right now, in order for me to stand before you guys and say, I'm not claiming to a religion. Don't get it twisted. Me referring to the Bible or going to the Bible is because this is the only record I have when it's pertaining to my biological, ancestral history. Did they take our stuff and put themselves in it? Absolutely. But at the same time, we've been awoken. So yes, that's my history. I had to denounce, like the word says, love not the things of this world. If any man love the things of this world, the love of your ancestors, your father, your mother, the ones that died for you are not in you, because they was never of this world. They could never. I could never. When you sit back and you analyze everything, you have to denounce all philosophies and teachings in order for you to find yourself. I had to denounce religion. I had to denounce this so-called Hebrew, ISIS, Ra, elite stuff. And now that I got the understanding that I got now, I'm so disappointed in myself, because it's like, how did I let this teaching, this false doctrine overtake me? I was blinded by the lies, not the light. I was blinded by the lies, and the lies has overtaken my life, has overtaken my family, the whole shebang. And day by day, night by night, I'm removing more and more, taking away more and more skeletons from the lies that I've been fed for how many years I thought I was a Hebrew Israelite. Yeah. But I had to do what? I had to forget about 9/11. 9/11 is not important to me. And to be honest, it never was. You guys forced it down our throats. We never cared. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. We never cared. See, 9/11 was the procedure in order for them to bring forth a black president. You take 9/11, and then you take Hurricane Katrina. I think that's the perfect mix to get black people fed up or also invested into the mockery. Because right after that joint was situated, they gave you Barry Santos. If you don't know who Barry Santos is, you should look that up. But you see what they done and how they got us to this very moment. And I'm here to tell you, the same way I had to forget 9/11 to remember my heritage is the same thing you're gonna have to do. See, the metaphorical aspect behind it is forgetting what these heathens tell you to remember. You must forget what these heathens told you to remember. You must forget what these heathens told you to remember. That's the only way you're going to get closer to your heritage. You must do what? Yeah, throw it away. Everything that these people have told us has been lies. They've been feeding us lies. We have embraced the lies. And you wonder why we still the tail and not the head. You wonder why Big Brother said you should know the truth and the truth shall set you free. This is about freedom. Your culture doesn't stand in America, doesn't stand in the Caribbean, doesn't stand in no place other than the location where you was taken from. This is a fact. We're not here to argue. We're not here to discuss. We're not here to prove nothing. You just got to put the common sense where it needs to be. Common sense. And that's the only way we're going to move forward. I had a brother on TikTok, and I don't want to drift off, but I want to say this. Had a brother on TikTok. He's claiming to be an ISIS Ra elite. Said something. Matter of fact, he was commenting on one of my brother's posts where, you know, he's an awoken individual doing the due diligence to wake up the people. Right? So the brother sends a video talking pure madness. So I had to intervene and say what I had to say. And then I had a brother say something foolish like, all praise and glory goes to Yah. I said, Yah. I said, fam, let me show you who Yah is. And for those that don't know who Yah is Baal. Okay? Yes. The Baal Beor. Yes. Christ is that too. All of that. I know it's something that you guys aren't prepared to hear because you spent your entire life in this belief into this European philosophy, this European doctrine that's done more damage to black people than anybody on the face of this earth. Tomorrow's conversation, if it be the Father's will be what? When I was in religion, I was my weakest. When I participated in these religion organizations, I was at my weakness. I was weak. Your vocabulary change, the way you conduct yourself as a man change. You become mad passive. This is what these religions has done to our people. But let me be the one to tell you. Let me be the one to tell you, okay, that you must forget not just 9/11, but everything that these heathens have told you in order for you to be set free. The word said that the kingdom is not by observation. These people has been feeding you this story that you're supposed to sit back, wait, pray, and have faith. Tell me, how is that helping you? Tell me, how is that helping your grandmother? We got sisters that's 5 children and been praying to Jesus all the time, and yet can't show me one thing that they can say all this was done in the name of Jesus. Can't. Because Jesus don't move. Jesus got no life. And I'm talking about the picture that's painting on the wall. But the actual spirit, oh yeah, this person still exists. In fact, this person is here right now. You feel me? This is a fact. But we have to forget 9/11. I'm sorry. I'm not a patriot. I'm not a patriot. There's nothing for me to be patriotic about nothing on this land, knowing the wickedness and evil that this land has done to my people. I have no choice but to forget that. I must remember my heritage. I must remember who I am. I must remember that my people that's outside are suffering the same way that I am. And other people know how to cope with it better than others. But let's not act like the overall destruction of my people is not because of you guys. So I'm sorry if I say that I'm going to forget that. I'm sorry if I say that I'm going to stand with my people. I'm sorry if I say that I want to go back home. And then it's time for you heathens to let us go. And if you don't let us go, these plagues, pestilence, and famines will continue to happen. The wrath of God will continue to be all over this earth. It will continue to be on all over this earth until you say, we're sorry. I don't want reparations. It's too late for that. You can't offer me reparations when the value of the dollar is dirt. That's a slap in the face of my ancestors who actually was picking cotton, getting beaten, raped, murdered, the whole shebang for nothing. And the only thing that they got for their hard work was chicklins, man. Are you crazy? It's too late for that. I don't want that. You know what I want? I want to go home. I want to go back to the Holy Land. I want to go back to Africa. I want not just me, but every single black person that you heathens have took advantage of. We want to go home. We want to go home and be with our loved ones. I want to open my eyes and see my people. Go to the store and see my people. And not be around this weird stuff. This weird stuff that's here in America. Oh my geez, this is horrendous. This is what we want. But in order for black people to see that and desire that, you must forget about 9/11. They tell you never forget. I'm telling you, you need to forget. Forget it like you got Alzheimer's. When they put it on these things that you see, they're gonna put it in the sports, they're gonna put it on TV, turn it off. When I go to the basketball game, let me tell you something. This is where you guys be thinking that I be doing this for YouTube and views. Let me tell you this, right? When I used to go to the Nets games, shout out to my brother, my little brother. He was one of the top executives for the Nets, right? So he used to give me tickets to come sit floor side, court side, whatever you want to call it. When they would do the national anthem, I would be the one sitting down. I would never get up, never put my hands on my chest and say and say the national whatever. I can care less for that. No disrespect. No, you could take it with all disrespect. You know why? Because you guys still haven't shown any respect to my people, to my women, to the children, to the elderly, to the children that you guys did wickedness, that now they're suffering from Down syndrome, suffering from autism, all of that. Yes, by all means, there will be absolutely no respect coming over here. Absolutely not. I can care less. You reap what you sow. You get what you give. So if you giving me evil, you're gonna receive evil. If you giving me disrespect, I'm gonna give back to you disrespect. And that's something that all my people need to start doing. Because what you guys are seeing on this earth right now, this is the fearlessness that they was afraid of. This is why they made smoking weed legal now. They're doing everything in their power to disconnect you from your ancestors. They're doing everything in their power to keep you in a state of low frequency. Because when you're under low frequency, only low frequency stuff will interest you. Real people that's on high frequencies, they need messages like the thing that I'm doing right now to help them go through, to keep them fighting, to keep them pushing forward, to saying we shall overcome. That's why. That's why. Some of you guys don't even understand why every year they give you Labor Day in New York City, and it partakes where? In Eastern Parkway. Why don't they have that going on in Flatbush? Let's make it from here, let's say from Grand Army Plaza all the way to Kings Plaza. That should be a parade. But you know why they don't do that? See, that you know why they put it in Eastern Parkway? Because the people that had their shackles around your neck must see that they still got you under their hypnosis. I'm going to tell you the truth. Because you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. There's no truth on this earth. That's why none of us is free. These Hebrews feeding you lies. Christianity feeding you lies. Islam feeding you lies. School feeding you lies. College feeding you lies. Everywhere you go, it's a lie. And we fall for the lie. We argue for the lie. We defend the lie. And we refuse to look and seek the truth. We refuse to see these people as the enemy, when the Creator said it himself that he will be giving you unto the hands of your enemy. So if I'm being given unto the hands of my enemy, then what makes you think that I'm supposed to trust you guys? What makes you think that I should trust your system? What makes you think that I should believe anything that you've told me? Hence, 2019, 2020. You see everything that they told you? Now it's coming to bite brothers and sisters in the ass. This is all by design. This is who they are. You are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father. You, he, she, they, them, he, it, whatever you want to identify yourself as, you will do. For he was a murderer from the beginning, and abideth not in truth. Abideth not in truth. But yet you go get resources from individuals who abide not in truth. They tell truth to each other. They will never tell you truth. You know why? Because the truth will set you free. They made you believe that once upon a time you was Ham. And now brothers and sisters are claiming to be so-called Israel. They're telling you, yeah, man, we know. Welcome. But when you welcome, basically what they're saying to you is, yeah, You wanna indulge into our religion, into our creation, you gotta follow these rules. And all of these brothers following these rules. You could say whatever you want to say. I have every record, documentations, everything about every single Hebrew Israelite organization on the face of this earth. And when you sit back and you watch, you will see it fall. It will fall. Because these brothers are still holding on to the lies, still holding on to the philosophy, still using weak tactics like Deuteronomy chapter 28 to gather people. Because once we hear ships, you're like, well, we the only people that came on ships. That is true. So how did the Hispanics become part of the 12 tribes? I'll wait for it. Yeah. Matter of fact, give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. My bad. Give me a second. I'm sorry, guys. My battery's about to die on my phone, and I definitely want to keep this going on Instagram. Yeah, share this live to your friends and family. Tell them that they need to denounce all philosophies. You must forget 9/11 in order for you to embrace your heritage. Because if 9/11 touches you, whether you lost family members through the war in Iraq or in the building in itself, I know it's a tough pill to swallow, hearing it from me, knowing that I didn't experience what you experienced. But I'm here to tell you, you have to forget it in order for you to get closer to your heritage. Because what you see going on in this earth is for you. I tell brothers and sisters this all the time. What you see going on in this earth is for you. You just got to do your part. You got to keep your end of the bargain. That bargain is doing what? Being righteous. Not righteous according to these Catholics and these Christians and these Hebrews. No, righteous according to your father, your mother, your ancestors that died for you to make it this far. You got to do it for them. You got to get away. That's the only way you're going to get a connection to your heritage. To the Hebrew Israelites, listen, man, you got to let that joint go, fam. That's a European philosophy, all European doctrine. All the locations that we've been saying has been found. Some of these people, some of these locations that these people put into the word and they try to hide it with Google Maps, it don't even add up. I showed you Mambre. I showed you Mambre in Israel and how that place was a dirt field. And then I showed you Mambre. Then I showed you Mambre in Sub-Sahara. And when you look at it, trees all around, just a big space, sun shining. That's where your ancestors was at, man. They are in them caves. They can't get into them caves because them caves are locked shut. Them caves got booby trapped. You see Indiana Jones. Where you think they got that concept from? They're mad. They're mad that the only thing that they was able to retrieve while they was invading our space was our spiritual records. And then in the wickedness that they've done is they then created their own version of the spiritual scrolls. Yeah. And they came out and they made sure they interjected stuff. They put foolishness, things that don't make absolutely no sense. And guess what, people? We ran with that. We believed it like it's the gospel. We're still believing like it's the gospel. We're still moving like what these people have told our ancestors that you see is ineffective, that have done nothing but do what? How many brothers and sisters got family members who fully invested into church and still die a painful death? Make it make sense. I'll wait for it. When you find it, you let me know. We have given our all. We have put trust into the enemy. The enemy has done nothing but what an enemy is supposed to do. And that's to harm, kill, destroy. And they've done all of that. They have killed us mentally, physically, spiritually. They had destroyed our image. Everybody that sees us across the world see us as have-nots. Have-nots. See us as lazy bodies, don't want to do nothing. See us as murderers. They paint that picture. They destroyed our image to the point now we see each other as enemies. I see black men get in a car, spin the block, pull out big old choppers to kill another black man. Another black man. Meanwhile, this energy is never met with the same energy with the police that just killed that young woman who was pregnant. To the police that killed that young man that was coming out of the store and he was mistaken. It was a mistaken identity. This is what they tell you. Or the other individual, I think it was in Louisiana, that got his ass beat. You see, when you start putting these things together, it starts to make sense. This is why you must forget about 9/11, because when you remember it, you still have an attachment to this place, this prison complex. And then you're going to end up like Lot's wife. She could not let go. And a lot of you guys cannot let go. A lot of you guys don't want to let go. You like it here. It's comfortable here. It's peaceful here. You scared to go outside because of the predicted programming. You scared to go to Africa because you thinking that everybody, can't afford phones. There's no gym. You know what I'm saying? Children is showing their rib cage and they eating flies and all of that. This is what they fed you. They gave you that. And you ran with it. Talking about, look at the lions, it's crazy. They got big old animals and stuff. Come on. I could show you videos when you see a sister late at night walking. The hyenas is out. She walking right past them. No problem. Facts. I can show you another video where you see a man walking with the lion, petting him. Facts. See, the whole world, the earth is mourning for our return. The earth is crying out loud. The animals is crying out loud. They're earning, they're begging for our return, and we're not trying to return because we will never forget. We will never forget. I'm proud to be an American. These people know who you are. They so thorough with it, they called you African American. Why I don't ever hear European American, Mexican American? Never. But African American, Black American, it's here for you. Everything that you see on this earth is for you. But until you forget about 9/11 and move forward, You will forever, you will forever be here. You will never experience or be a part of the final exodus. When will it come? I don't know. But that exodus will come. It's happening. It's happening. And it's not just me. All you brothers, even the one that's in the Hebrew Israelite, you're trying your best to keep his commands. I said that yesterday. I get it. He's winking at your ignorance. But when you come across this page, when you come across this channel, when you come across me, you know I'm going to bring forth this truth to you. And then you have to make that honest decision and say, do I want to be set free? That's the $1 million question, man. Do you honestly want to be set free? When you do, you let me know. When you do, you let me know. You let me know. And that's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to tell my people. I wanted to let my people know, in order for you to find who you are and embark and embrace your heritage, you must first forget 9/11. And that's physical, that's metaphorical, that's spiritual, that's the whole shebang, because that heinous event was what took place to make every single man soft and weak the way that they are now. And I know what I'm saying is harsh, but it's the truth. And like the word says, and like I've been saying, you should know the truth, and that truth shall set you free. And if you don't know who the heck I am him, Mr. Keep My Foot on you heathens, you he-grows, and the newly installed heathenites next. Are you dumb or are you dumb? Father, say one time for the one time. And I'ma holler at y'all. One.